Can you believe that just one fragrant cup of coffee in the morning, something we often think helps us feel refreshed and energized, can actually make your heart race, raise your blood pressure, and disturb your sleep for hours, simply because it's consumed the wrong way? A small habit, seemingly harmless, but if repeated for years, can silently strain your liver, heart, and stomach without you ever realizing it. So why is it that a drink considered by both Eastern and modern medicine to be a natural stimulant gift can backfire when taken at the wrong time or in the wrong amount? In today's video, we'll explore together both the benefits and drawbacks of coffee, discover the best time to drink it for energy and heart health, and uncover 3 common mistakes many older adults make without noticing. And finally, I'll share a small secret that turns your morning cup of coffee into a good friend, instead of the thief of your sleep. Hot beverage green heart. If you've always believed that coffee makes you healthier and more alert every morning, then after this video, you might see it from a new angle, gentle, yet deep and worth reflecting on. And if you find this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe to the Live Well Everyday channel, and share it with your friends and family, so everyone can learn to drink smart, live right, and stay naturally healthy every day. Now, let's get started, my friends. Dear friends, before we begin, let me share this with you. Coffee contains a wealth of valuable compounds, far more than just caffeine, as many people might think. According to scientific analysis, every tiny coffee bean holds over 1,000 different bioactive compounds that create its unique aroma, flavor, and properties. Among them, 2 major groups stand out as the heart of coffee: caffeine and polyphenols. Caffeine is a natural alkaloid compound that forms in the coffee plant as a defense mechanism. It acts directly on the central nervous system, promoting alertness and helping the body respond more quickly to external stimuli. Polyphenols, on the other hand, are plant-based compounds with strong antioxidant properties. They protect cells from oxidative stress and damage caused during metabolism. Thanks to these abundant polyphenols, coffee has its signature gentle bitterness and is considered one of the richest natural beverages in protective antioxidants. In addition, coffee contains trace minerals such as magnesium, potassium, and manganese, along with chlorogenic acid, a special organic compound that contributes to the coffee's light acidity and pleasant roasted aroma. From the perspective of Eastern medicine, coffee is bitter and warm in nature. It enters the heart and spleen meridians, helping to regulate blood circulation and sharpen mental clarity. However, precisely because of these warming properties, people with hot body types or those prone to insomnia should be cautious, as excessive use may create internal imbalance. So, within just one small coffee bean lies an entire universe of bioactive compounds, rich in modern scientific value yet beautifully aligned with the ancient wisdom of traditional Eastern medicine. Dear friends, let's now talk about the benefits of coffee. First, when it comes to heart health, coffee, if consumed in moderation, can actually be a friend, not an enemy, to the heart as many might believe. According to studies from Harvard University and the American Heart Institute, people who drink 1 to 2 small cups of pure coffee daily have about a 15 to 20% lower risk of coronary artery disease and stroke compared to non-coffee drinkers. Caffeine gently stimulates the central nervous system, helping blood vessels dilate and improving overall circulation. This means the heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood, conserving energy and maintaining a steady rhythm, while reducing the risk of sudden vessel spasms, a major cause of chest pain and strokes in older adults. Moreover, antioxidants like polyphenols in coffee protect blood vessel walls from free radical damage and help prevent atherosclerosis, a silent yet dangerous condition common in middle age. Those who drink moderate amounts of pure black coffee tend to have more elastic blood vessels, better circulation, and less inflammation. From an Eastern medicine perspective, The bitter and warm nature of coffee supports the heart and spleen meridians, helps regulate blood flow, and clears the mind. In other words, it promotes vitality, balance, and emotional calm. This harmony between modern medicine and the traditional principle of smooth circulation of qi and blood makes coffee a well-balanced drink, if used correctly. Therefore, for older adults with stable blood pressure, one small cup of coffee in the morning, about 30 minutes after breakfast, is not only a pleasant daily ritual but also a natural therapy for a stronger heart and a more uplifting start to the day. Hot beverage green heart. The next benefit lies in its impact on the brain and memory, perhaps the most valuable gift coffee offers, especially for older adults. According to research from Johns Hopkins University, caffeine activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain area responsible for short-term memory and concentration. A moderate amount of caffeine blocks adenosine, a neurotransmitter that causes drowsiness, allowing dopamine and norepinephrine levels to rise. As a result, the brain wakes up, focus sharpens, and thinking becomes quicker and clearer. For seniors, a small cup of coffee in the morning not only enhances alertness but also helps preserve memory and reduce the risk of neurodegeneration. Long-term studies show that regular, moderate coffee drinkers have a significantly lower chance of developing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, two diseases increasingly common in modern life due to oxidative stress and poor blood flow to the brain. Coffee also contains polyphenols and chlorogenic acid, powerful antioxidants that protect nerve cells from inflammation and early degeneration. This nourishment helps maintain mental clarity, agility, and sharpness, allowing the mind to stay young even as the body ages. In Eastern medicine, the bitterness of coffee is believed to awaken the spirit and open the senses, meaning it clears the mind, boosts energy, and supports the flow of qi and blood to the brain. When circulation flows smoothly, the spirit calms and focus strengthens, helping older adults feel light, clear-headed, and joyful at the start of each day. So, just one small, well-timed cup of coffee each morning is enough to awaken clarity within us, a gentle reminder that while age may advance, our mind and spirit can remain bright and youthful every single day. Herb green heart. Not only that, coffee also supports digestion and energy metabolism, something few people notice but is especially important for older adults. When caffeine enters the body, it gently stimulates the enteric nervous system, helping the intestines move more rhythmically and improving digestion. As a result, food is processed more smoothly, reducing bloating, indigestion, and discomfort, common issues that occur as metabolism naturally slows with age. Several studies also show that coffee promotes the secretion of digestive enzymes and enhances liver and bile function, which helps the body break down fats and carbohydrates more efficiently. When energy conversion stabilizes, post-meal fatigue decreases noticeably, leaving the body feeling lighter, more comfortable, and refreshed. Caffeine is even considered a natural catalyst for fat oxidation, helping the body burn more calories, even at rest. For older adults who tend to be less active, maintaining a moderate daily coffee habit can gently boost metabolism, support weight stability, and prevent fat accumulation around the abdomen, a major risk factor for diabetes, high cholesterol, and heart disease. According to Eastern medicine, coffee's warm and bitter nature helps move qi and eliminate stagnation, meaning it aids digestion, strengthens the spleen and stomach, and restores internal balance. When used at the right time, coffee doesn't cause fatigue but instead promotes circulation, warms the digestive system, and refreshes the spirit like a natural remedy for harmony and energy flow. Therefore, a small cup of coffee after breakfast is not only a pleasant morning ritual but also a gentle way to awaken the digestive system and gift your body fresh energy for the long morning ahead. Hot beverage herb. And here's something even more fascinating. Few people realize that coffee can also uplift the mood in a subtle yet profound way. Within each tiny coffee bean, caffeine acts as an emotional key, stimulating the brain to release dopamine and serotonin, the so-called happiness hormones. These chemicals help us feel relaxed, joyful, and at peace, easing loneliness, fatigue, and that quiet emptiness many older adults often experience. Researchers have found that people who drink coffee regularly in moderate amounts are less likely to suffer from depression and tend to live with greater positivity and openness. A morning cup of coffee, taken at the right time and in the right amount, doesn't just awaken the body, it awakens the joy of living. As if infusing the day with warmth and vitality. From the perspective of Eastern medicine, the bitter and warm qualities of coffee help calm the mind, regulate qi, and ease melancholy by bringing emotional balance. When the heart is at peace and energy flows freely, the body naturally feels lighter, calmer, and happier. Thus, when enjoyed properly, coffee not only sharpens the senses but also becomes a gentle companion for the soul, sharing quiet mornings, nurturing serenity, and helping us age with grace, optimism, and inner peace every single day. Herb Green Heart. And now, let's talk about the downsides, because when coffee is consumed the wrong way, it can silently harm your health. Dear friends, many of us still believe that the stronger and thicker the coffee, the better it feels, but in reality, that very habit is what makes your liver, heart, and stomach work the hardest. When caffeine enters the body, it stimulates the central nervous system, causing a temporary increase in heart rate and blood pressure. If you drink coffee on an empty stomach, the amount of acid in your stomach rises sharply, leading to burning sensations, stomach pain, or acid reflux, all common problems for older adults. Moreover, drinking coffee after 3 p.m. allows caffeine to stay in your bloodstream until late evening. This disrupts the body's melatonin cycle and makes it difficult to fall into deep sleep. For those who already struggle with insomnia, even one late cup of coffee can lead to a restless night, mental fatigue, and overall exhaustion. Particularly for people with high blood pressure or heart conditions, drinking strong coffee can cause sudden vessel constriction, rapid heartbeat, and feelings of restlessness, anxiety, or even dizziness. In Eastern medicine, this is described as excess heart fire, when the heart and spirit are overstimulated, causing irritability, inner heat, and discomfort. Another common mistake is adding too much sugar or condensed milk, thinking it makes coffee taste better. In fact, that combination can spike blood sugar levels and raise health risks, especially for those with diabetes or high cholesterol. When prepared the wrong way, coffee shifts from being a supportive drink to becoming a silent burden on the liver, heart, and digestive system. Coffee itself isn't the problem. The problem lies in how we drink it. Just a small change in habit, choosing the right time and the right amount, can transform this dark, familiar beverage from a stimulant into a gentle, healthy boost for both body and mind. Herb Green Heart. The best way to enjoy coffee is to keep it simple, just one small cup. About 100 milliliters a day. Ideally 30 minutes after breakfast or after a light lunch. This timing allows food to cushion the stomach, helping caffeine absorb slowly without increasing acidity or irritating the digestive system. When brewing, choose pure roasted coffee, free from additives, flavorings, or overly sweetened condensed milk. If you prefer a milder taste, you can mix it with a bit of unsweetened milk or a small pinch of cinnamon powder. Cinnamon, being naturally warm, helps balance blood circulation, soothes the stomach, and eases the mild restlessness that caffeine sometimes causes. Even those who often struggle with insomnia can still enjoy coffee. Just make sure to drink it early in the morning and opt for decaf, meaning coffee that has had most of its caffeine removed. It keeps the wonderful aroma and taste but won't overstimulate the heart or nervous system. For example, you might savor a small cup of coffee while reading the morning paper, paired with a light breakfast like a boiled egg and a slice of whole grain bread. This simple combination keeps energy levels steady, prevents an empty stomach, and maintains alertness and comfort throughout the morning. When used correctly, coffee becomes a graceful companion in later years, keeping the mind clear, the body light, and the spirit refreshed every day. Herb. For those dealing with high blood pressure, heart disease, irregular heartbeat, stomach ulcers, chronic anxiety, or insomnia, it's best to limit coffee intake or switch to decaf to protect the heart and nervous system. Coffee itself isn't bad, it only becomes unhealthy when we drink it at the wrong time, in the wrong way, or in excessive amounts. A properly brewed and timed cup can bring joy, clarity, and calm, while drinking it incorrectly can lead to imbalance, rapid heartbeat, restless sleep, and agitation. When we learn to listen to our bodies, every cup of coffee stops being a stimulant and becomes a moment of peace in our busy lives. That gentle warmth from a morning cup, when enjoyed mindfully, is enough to spark quiet happiness, a small act of nurturing both body and soul. Herb. Not everything that's good is good for everyone. What truly matters is knowing how to drink wisely, live consciously, and keep the heart calm and balanced each day. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe to live well every day, and share it with your loved ones, so together we can live healthily, joyfully, and embrace peaceful mornings full of vitality. Green Hearts, see you again in the next video.